Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Monaco.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I get the feeling, Peter, that this guy, Michael Elise, will be very much on show here. He's, I think, superb in that position on the right-hand side. I don't want to see him moved anywhere else in the team because he's expert in that area. And I think the next phase in his career now is to start scoring more goals. He's already pretty proficient at that, but he's good enough to add many more goals to his game, and he could do some damage here too.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Good ball, good take. And he's straight offside. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, easy pickings there. That looks a good ball through. Scholes with the clearance. Pelé, quality ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Rijkaard cuts it out. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Tries to play it through. That is good alertness. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Knocks it into space. Look at the space here. There's the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Decent chance! Straight at the keeper.
Well, that looked very much like a case of stage fright. His job is to steer clear of the keeper.
Now it's Alvarez. Great vision. And this is Neymar. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Manchester United still without a single shot on target. Neymar is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Monaco clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Caceres was in no mood for any of that. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Tries a shot! Oh, it's a beauty! About as smooth as it gets! And Monaco take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Monaco have taken the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
He's going to be disappointed with that. The message is clear, none shall pass. And we've reached half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
The action is back on the way.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just look at a step...
Mbappe! Oh, taken with style! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty, he is truly in the zone.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And it's been played through. Lovely, now then. And a chance! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
Monaco find a position of real strength now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Now it's Alvarez. And he can clear it away. And that's been won straight back. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And it's Scholes. Can he get on the end of this? Shot could be on. Takes a shot! O'Shea gets rid without sophistication. Plays a sharp little ball here. Costa Curta receives it in a wide position. Real chance! It's in! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Been won straight back. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And it's Scholes. Can he get on the end of this? Shot could be on. Takes a shot! O'Shea gets rid without sophistication.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 21.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Monaco are having a ball here. And he cuts out the supply.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, they could be caught out here. That's a throw. Oh no, this does not look good. It's a pretty loose pass. Shot a goal! And it's in! A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Manchester United, after 79 minutes, is number 20, Pele.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. And the through ball. Mbappe! And the finish! No, not quite.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
Costa Curta. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Threads one in. Now it's Mbappe. He's had a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? That's a little off target. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of
Mbappe. Chance! Well, that is remarkable.
Six added minutes has been indicated.
And here's Alvarez. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Rodri getting this one clear. Now it's Alvarez. And he's quick to get it clear again. So that's it. It is all over. Manchester United have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome.
And just a quick reminder today to please.
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Manchester United desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. Big chance! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Gets good distance on it. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Cruyff. Now that's well seen too. Dinks one through. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, that's well spotted. Azar. Oh, that's clever. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Valverde. Now it's Messi. And he cuts out the supply. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable. Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Shapes to shoot! No mistake! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Looking for the run. Picked out brilliantly. Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Rummenigge actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And he's taking no chances there. And he's let fly! And that will sail harmlessly past.
Manchester United are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Rodri. Hazard. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Costa Curta. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so. Shot a goal! He scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Manchester United get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
That's a shade optimistic.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Messi. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
That pass isn't the best. Costa Curta. Tries to pass it through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. There's the whistle for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time.
And if you do have a chance
No,
today,
well, the
please take
pickings
some time out
certainly
to give
have
your
been rich
support
in this
to our
first
better
half.
stadium
Well, it's a
fund.
lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Messi. Number 15.
And the action is back underway.
Number 25.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Number 11, Batistuta.
O'Shea gets it away. Xavi Alonso. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Can he get on the end of this? Costa Curta. Szoboszlai. Looking for a runner. Howson promptly onto that, and that is that. Albert Ferrer. Bruno Fernandes. Good ball, good take. Passing is crisp and sharp. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to...
And the shot! It's a goal! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Goes for a shot! Lam clears it away. And it's Xavi Alonso. Bruno Fernandes. David Villa is on. Shoots! Xavi Alonso is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, they've got it again. Cruyff tries to get it clear. Neymar. Now it's Batistuta. And there's green grass ahead of him. And it's Szoboszlai. He's had a shot! Well read, nice interception.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
O'Shea kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Great vision. That is good alertness.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Cruyff unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And they're not going to make... There's the shot! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
And that has been knocked clear. And that will be the final act. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated.